The Kenyan Gen Zs are sparking a fire across Africa as we are seeing something that has never probably happened in the particular fashion in which it is happening in Kenya. Currently, protesters have gotten to the extent of asking for the president to step down from government. President William Ruto of Kenya is currently under serious fire now. First started as a protest against the excessive taxation that the government was imposing into the price of goods and services in the country. The government was asking citizens to pay for things like sanitary pads and what have you, and even when they go to the streets to protest, the government will take the tax from one commodity and place it on another. So the fire got so much when the government decided to start taxing citizens for basic amenities like digital assets like the phone you use, the gadgets, and all of those kind of stuff. And young people decided that, oh, this is going to affect our digital economy, which is actually a very important aspect of the economy in the 21st century, in this present age. So they actually took to the streets and protested until President William Ruto actually had to come and say he's stepping down on those taxation. He's removing the policies. He will not sign the bill to include taxes on those commodities. But that was sadly after almost 23 people, which some people insist is up to 40, were killed in a night raid by the Kenyan police force because they went to the streets to protest. And so Tuesdays and Thursdays are no longer normal days in Kenya because protesters will always take to the streets on these days to show their grievances. Actually, they are calling it a peaceful protest, but the police force of Kenya is trying actively. I don't know why Africa leaders are scared of people actually showing their voices. According to the reports we are hearing, there has been no violence by the protesters, but the government of Kenya has been sending the forces to go and stop the protesters. Recently, they have been tear gassing them up to the extent that even school children coming back from school have difficulty in breathing. Upon one of the incidences where they were coming and there was tear gas everywhere on the streets by the police trying to drive away the protesters. Even recently, Barack Obama's relative in Kenya was actually tear gassed, and there's a video, the clip was everywhere. Hopefully, I'm going to play it. The clip was everywhere, and she was complaining that this is not the kind of response that they want from the government. But currently, the citizens of Kenya, the young people are asking President William Ruto to step down from power. That's where it has gotten to now. That's the situation of things in Kenya currently. I honestly think the rest of the world that is concerned should step into this protest now because it could get out of hand if care is not taken. The president William Ruto has already in one of his speeches recently, just not more up to a week ago, addressed the protesters as very dangerous criminals. That was the night. That was the day before the night when there was the raid by the police and almost 40 people, according to reports, although the official count is 23, were killed in the night raid by the Kenyan forces. We have citizens burning fires to show their grievances, and banks are closing down, shops are closing down, businesses are closing down because of this protest. I think the Kenyan government have to take this thing really serious now to come to a basic compromise with the citizens because it's so clear now that the citizens are not taking they're not deciding to sit back and watch what happens to them anymore. They are taking things into their own hands. So the Kenyan government has to stand up and actually dialogue with the citizens to know what they want and see if they can come to a compromise. Even if William Ruto doesn't want to step down, he has to see if there's something he can do to remain in power while appeasing the anger of his citizens because this issue could get out of hand. Remember how protests could actually lead to bandits hijacking the process and beginning to use it for their own personal crimes when the innocent citizens have a pure motive. So I think the rest of Africa should help look into this case.
I'm here because of my medical issue. I'm here because of what Ruto's government is doing to us who have chronic illnesses. I have endometriosis, and the medicine I need, the daily pill I need to take to prevent the growths from spreading any further and causing fatal harm to my body, the company that manufactures this medicine left Kenya a few months ago.
And you think that is because of what?
Because of his government, because the business environment has been made so difficult for any manufacturers, any international firms by this particular government, whether they're asking for kickbacks, whatever they're doing, we don't know. But we, the people who are suffering, who need these medicines to survive, are struggling. I can't find this medicine anywhere.
And your brother also has a chronic condition.
My brother has asthma, and the company that manufactures these inhalers, the sole manufacturer of these inhalers, has also left Kenya. As we have known the last couple of months, a couple of medical manufacturers have left the country, and now the inhalers, the pills we take to manage our chronic illnesses, we can't find them anymore in hospitals.
This is a life and death issue for you.
This is a life and death issue. That's why I'm here on the streets, because I'm mad. Either I find this medicine or I die. What else can I do? I am a Gen Z who has nothing to lose. I am jobless. Despite having a computer science degree, I don't have anything to live for. If the meds I need to take to keep me from dying cannot be found in this country anymore, yeah, then I'll come to the streets and protest against this government. I really feel it, and I feel it in my heart. I have nothing to lose, let me just say that. It's life and death.
And the Kenyan government especially should do something, should act very fast. Thank you very much. This is Success JB. Please subscribe to this channel. I'll come your way next time. For now, stay cool.